The CS-80 is one of those instruments that everybody talks about, but that aside from new sales, only around 2,000 people ever owned. And most of them were the likes of Stevie Wonder, who reportedly owned 4, Peter Gabriel, Herbie Hancock, Vangelis. You get the picture. Yes, at around $8,000 in 1978, the price, say, of a Mercedes. Small wonder that the CS-80 was overshadowed by 1978's other big story, the Prophet 5. Never having been the height of fashion, the CS-80 is essentially a synthesizer bolted onto a home organ, but boy does it sound good. Few instruments before or since can produce such a quirky, innovative and generally indefinable range of sounds. The CS-80 might be most famous for its range of powerhouse brass sounds, but it can also be delicate, it can be warm, funky and very analogue sounding, but it can also be totally electronic and machine-like. Yamaha called the CS-80 a polyphonic playable portable instrument conceived for live performances. Well, the portable aspect might only have applied to gorillas. It does weigh in after all at over 100 kilograms. But the rest does paint an accurate picture of a CS-80 customer in 1978. This is a dual oscillator synth, each offering variable pulse or sawtooth waveforms plus noise. There are independent high-pass and low-pass filters, each with resonance and filter cutoff sliders, although they do share envelope generators. A key feature of the CS-80 is the ring modulator, which has its own mini envelope generator plus speed and depth and modulation controls. Bon Jovi's David Bryan used this CS-80 feature to good effect on their Keep the Faith album. Ring mod needn't be just used for weird clangorous sounds though. It also can be good for more subtle effects, like adding some shimmer to string patches. Meanwhile, LFO parameters include routing to VCO, VCA and VCF, and a choice of 5 waveforms, plus the option of being externally controlled. Although this is an 8-voice instrument, you can see from the mirror image control panel that it really operates as 2 independent 4-voice instruments, and indeed 2 independent sounds can be layered. The instrument comes with 22 presets, accessed via huge and brightly coloured rocker switches, but armed with this Forester panel switches and sliders and a brilliant selection of performance features, including the much-loved ribbon controller, the CS-80 just begs to be tweaked and customised and manoeuvred on the fly. The ribbon controller is primarily designed for pitch bending, but it can also be used for producing finger vibrato or trills. The trick is to use a little finger as a starting point, and with your first finger slide up to a pitch, or just play trills. Stevie Wonder reportedly even wore out his pitch ribbon. Programming on a CS-80 is, well, interesting. Essentially, you have to recreate your panel settings on this minuscule set of sliders hidden beneath a little trapdoor. Cute? For sure. Practical? No. The 3 big problems with the CS-80 were tuning instability, the fact that you need to be a bodybuilder to take it anywhere, and price, all of which have very effectively been tackled by Arturia on the CS-80V. Using the same TAE or True Analog Emulation technology that was used on the groundbreaking Moog Modular V and Mini Moog V products, the CS-80V has drawn praise from the very top of the sound design industry. Spectrasonics founder Eric Persing calling it one of the best soft synths ever, and endorsing the fact that it truly does capture the sonic essence and spirit of the original. As always though, Arturia is not satisfied with only slavish attention to detail, and the CS-80V goes on to offer a modulation matrix, multi-timbral mode, an arpeggiator and a stereo delay that the physical instrument did not, but surely would like to have had. Add in more than 400 presets from some of the world's leading sound designers, and full MIDI control of course, and it's not just your back that'll be thanking you for choosing emulation over real in this very large case.